Brett, what's up, man?
Hi, Jeremy. How you doing, man? Good.
Doing good, brother. I can hear you. I just can't see you.
Yeah, let me just start my video. There we go.
There we are, man. The man, the myth, the legend. How we feeling today?
I'm great. How are you?
Man, I can't complain, man. You got a dope accent. Where are you from?
I'm from South Africa.
South Africa?
Yeah,
Very cool. So where are you calling me from now?
Arkansas.
So what got you from South Africa to Arkansas? I got to hear the story.
I work on a farm here in Arkansas. Yeah, with my
Really?
brother. Yeah, my brother's. Well, he'll be joining us shortly.
Very cool. So you and your brother are going to kind of go in as a tandem. Is that right?
Yes, that's right. We're together.
Cool, man. So you were born and raised in South Africa.
Yes.
Was like working out big and popular down there as well?
Yeah, it was.
Awesome, man. So, and then how long have you been? You said you're working on a farm right now?
Yeah, working on a farm. This is my second year.
Cool, man. So, like, how long do you guys work on a farm? And then, like, is it seasonal or how does that look?
It's seasonal, yes. So we're here for 8 months of the year.
Okay, cool. And then you get to go home for a little bit?
Yeah, so we go home end of November.
Very cool. So what's the game plan behind wanting to go online? Like, what's this going to bring for us?
All right. Well, our thinking is we grew up on a farm. My dad's a farmer, so hence the why we are working here in the States on a farm. So that's what we've kind of known our whole lives. And we're very big into sport in our school days, and that's how we kind of got introduced into the gym. So we started training a lot we played rugby. So that's how we got into gymming and training and health and fitness. And Connor and I, we don't enjoy farming that much to say. So we're trying to find a way to make our own way in life almost. And we'd love to do it through fitness and health because it's a big passion of ours. It's something we've come to learn and grow a lot in. And we also love the idea of being able to help as many people as possible in the process of creating a sustainable lifestyle for ourselves, I guess.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. I love that. Cool. So how does your pops feel about you possibly leaving the farming industry?
Uh, I don't think he's that happy with it, but he wants us to do what we want to do, which is respectful.
Yeah, that's cool that he still kind of supports it, even though like that's not his ideal path. Cool. Do
Yeah.
you guys have any like certifications, any training experience, anything like that?
Yes. So we are both NASM personal trainers certified.
Cool, man. How long ago did you guys get that certification?
Probably about 2 weeks ago.
Let's go. All right.
Yeah.
Very cool, man. So what do you feel like? What do you and your brother feel like this will also give you? Are we looking for more financial freedom, more flexibility? Like, what else are we looking for?
Probably financial freedom, time freedom, and location freedom. That's kind of what we're going for, being able to work from anywhere and then our own hours. And yeah, that's kind of the goal.
Cool, man. What do you guys feel like is going to be the biggest challenge to get this thing up and running?
I feel like it's probably going to be generating quality leads and creating engaging, valuable content to our ideal target audience. Could be challenging. We've only just recently started our social media. I think we've made 3 videos and uploaded 3 videos on Instagram and YouTube and TikTok. And also, learning about the right type of videos that can perform well. I mean, we're very new to it, and we've only made 3 videos, and none of them did well at all, even though the information was valid. And so we have a lot to learn in that regard as well, and how to make engaging content. And I think one of the things that we need to incorporate more, even though we've just started, is more of our personality into our content, so people can actually see us for who we are and not just for what we are trying to put out there. So we need to try and make our content more personal, if that makes sense.
Dude, you're right on target. So there's a small level of people that want to see, some educational content. They want to see that you're like an expertise in your field, but people want to be also entertained. Like, that's just the world we live in. But
Yeah.
People want to know who you guys are outside of the gym. outside
Yeah.
of farming. They want to feel like they can connect with you, right? And then
Absolutely.
there's going to be like a level of like personality, obviously education, entertainment, and then how you can actually solve their problems, right? So whatever your ideal client is, do you guys kind of have an idea of what your niche clients would be?
Not exactly. We don't really have a specific person we're looking for. If someone is in need of a training program, they want to lose weight, gain muscle, we open to help any kind of client.
So we actually well, you'll see in our like in our presentation, we actually help dial that in. So the more we can get like figure out who we want to help, obviously there'll be more people filtering in, but then we have a better indication on what we want our price points to be as well. So that's going to be a huge thing, right? If we're going to try to generate this to be sustainable income, we need to be charged a pretty decent amount. So that way you guys can keep on making money. You don't have to ever go back to farming if you don't want to, right?
Yeah.
Cool, man. As far as what do we need to be making to replace farming? What does that look like?
Probably 10,000 a month.
10K per month.
$10,000 a month. Yeah.
Cool. So to give you some context behind that, industry average is anywhere between 250 on the very low end up to 500 on the upper end on average. Okay. So let's just say you and your brother were charging around $400 per person. You have 25 clients, that'll get you 10K a month. So it can happen relatively fast. Okay. Depending on how much of a priority we're putting into this.
Yeah.
Cool. So 10K is what we need to be making. What would you like to see yourself making best case scenario?
Best case scenario, and talking what kind of length time period?
No, best case. I want to know, how big do we want to make this thing?
Probably 100K a month.
Let's go. I like that. We go bigger, don't go at all, right?
Absolutely.
Cool, man. All right. So how do you want your life to look like in the next 6 to 12 months?
How do I want it to look like? Well, it's going to be a lot of hard work. I know that for sure, because we're already working a full-time job, and then we're spending, all our time outside of our job just trying to like educate ourselves on how to really get this business going and starting and making content and trying to figure out ideas of what videos to make and so on. So it's going to be a lot of work. I know that. We've already discussed that, like we're sacrificing all the drink, like we stopped drinking alcohol, going out, all that has already been, put aside for the next seven or so months, so to speak. So we're prepared to put in the hard work.
Yeah, I love that. So how do you see your life different if you were to become an online coach versus continuing to farm? Like, give me a breakdown on like the difference of how your life would look.
Well, I'll be able to travel or go anywhere. Because the thing is, I'm working here in America. This is not ideal because I work here. I'm with my brother, but we don't have friends with us. All our friends and family are back in South Africa. The only reason that we are in the States in the moment is because you make good money as a farmer here, is because you actually work a lot of hours. But ideally, I would want to be back home working and take our online business, back home to South Africa. And then there we could. So what was the question again? I'm confused.
No, so like, I know what you guys do, but if you became a successful online trainer, how would the quality of a life be different than what it currently is right now? Like, how does that look? I know like right now you're working a shit ton of hours. You're doing something you're maybe not 100% fulfilled in. How would this be different as being an online trainer? So you answered part of it. You get to travel, you get to work from home, you get to be around family. How else would this impact you guys?
Well, I think it would impact us in the fact that we would be able to grow the business together as brothers and help a lot of people in the process. And then also possibly help out my sister, because she's got an honors in sports science, and so she could also add a lot of value to the business if she were to join us. And then it would be able allow us to kind of just build a source of income that could sustain the lifestyle that we kind of want to live back home in South Africa.
Yeah, cool, man. I love that. What have you tried so far? I know you got certified. Have you done any like research? What else have we tried?
So yeah, we just got certified, and then we started planting. So we've been flat out working 16 hours a day for the last week and a half. So literally, we had no time the last week and a half, and then we made 3 videos in the last 3 days.
Okay.
And then that's about it, to be honest.
All right, cool. I got a rundown. Cool. So our main goal here, obviously, we want financial freedom, something that can sustain us, but we can do it from home. It looks like you guys are trying to make like a massive family business. You and your brother are really going to start it. Might possibly get your sister on board since she has a background in this as well. You want to get to about 10K per month. That'll give you like the lifestyle that you want to live. But obviously, our goal is to get to that 100K. You're already ready to sacrifice. It sounds like you've already been putting in the work. You guys got your certifications. You're already kind of mixing up a little bit, trying different things on social media. But it sounds like you just need more guidance. Is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd say our main end goal is to be able to turn True Brothers, our business name, into a fitness brand. That's the end goal for us. We want to create a fitness brand called True Brothers, and we could start fitness clothing and that kind of stuff as well.
Very cool. So This is sweet, man, because what we're talking about is getting you from 0 to 10K. Then the next level up, which I'll show you in a second, is that mastery level. So when you're hitting 10K a month on a regular basis, and it's great for ambitious guys like you that want to get to that 100K mark, because it shows you the next levels of how to delegate responsibilities to other individuals. So who to hire, when to start running ads. But then we get more advanced with certification levels. We're also getting more advanced with branding, within creating supplementation, within logos, within all the things that you're really wanting to do. That is the next phase of it, which is pretty exciting. So it's perfectly in line with what you guys want to do. Cool. Outside of that, what do you feel like you need from a business coach or a mentor to be massively successful? Are we looking for more guidance, a blueprint, accountability? What are we looking for?
I'd say guidance and a blueprint. Yeah. I think the accountability would be great as well, but my brother and I do have each other to hold ourselves accountable, in terms of putting in the work and being disciplined.
Cool, man. I like that. Now, you said you guys right now are working 16 hours a day.
Okay. Well, that was in the last week, but that was planting. So now it's done. So the thing of the farming is that it's hard. You don't know your hours. So it's not a 9 to 5. We either start at 7 in the morning, which we start at 7 in the morning most days, or 8 in the morning, and then we do other work till 5, 6, depending on what happens. We might run into the night, but it's nothing set in stone. So it's always us trying to juggle around the farming hours to do what we can outside. But on average, last year, throughout the year, we worked 60 hours a week.
Wow. Okay.
Our average, yeah.
So is it kind of based off of like hourly, or do you guys get like a set stipend for a month? Like, how does that work for your pay?
Yeah, we get paid per hour.
Okay. So then like if you go over 40 hours, does it like increase like a normal 9 to 5 or?
No. So if we work like this week, we worked 78 hours. So we got paid for 78 hours. And then if we work 55 hours next week, we get paid for 55 hours. That's
okay.
Just how it works. Yeah.
Okay. I see what you're saying. Cool. All right. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen with you. We're going to go over like a brief presentation on what we have to offer. Then we're going to actually deep dive into everything all NLCA. Cool?
Cool.
All right, my man. Let me know when you can see my screen.
Yeah, I got it.
Cool. So as you know, with the Next Level Coaching Academy, we're actually accredited through the Better Business Bureau. So we got a quality rating of an A out of a possible A+, which is a big deal when you're trying to figure out who's legitimate in this space and who's not. We're also backed by ACE, NASM, and ISSA, biggest certification companies in the world. On the success ladder,
get our thing through NASM. I don't know how you said NASM. Yeah.
Yeah. The success ladder, we've got 2 tiers. We've got 10K accelerator, we got mastery level. So 10K accelerator is great for an individual like you who's looking to transition from a current job. They got a certification. Now they're looking to create some movement on the online space. The information this course can get us from 0 up to 10K per month in as little as 4 to 6 months, if so desired. Okay. Now, mastery levels for individuals that have been hitting that 10K mark on a regular basis, their end goal is to get to 7 figures. They want to kind of remove themselves from the coaching aspect and become more of a CEO of their own program, if that makes sense. Okay.
100%, yeah.
So based on where we're currently at, we're going to focus on the 10K accelerator, but I totally see you and your brother probably in the next 6 months or so bumping up to this mastery level for sure.
Yeah,
Now,
sounds awesome.
this program is really broken up into 4 phases. The first thing we want to get you to do is, before we can consider ourselves a business, we actually got to have paying clients, right? So that's our first step. Get your clients right out the gate, then establish a solid business foundation. We're going to teach you a unique way on how to generate leads organically on all 3 platforms, plus introducing you to AI software, as well as YouTube and podcasts as well. And then we're going to develop a sales and retention strategy to help you get to 10K, but more importantly, sustain it and then surpass that. As far as the support goes, you guys will have an assigned one-on-one coach the entire 4 months. This is an individual who's completed both 10K and mastery level. So they have a 6 or 7 figure business of their own built off the information in this course. You'll have a customized game planning call with that individual to kind of review where you're at and where you want to be, what's the most efficient way to get there. Then every 2 weeks, you'll have a Zoom call with this person. You'll be able to revisit the game plan, make changes, receive feedback, and then go get instructions on exactly what you need to execute for the next 2 weeks. And then once we're completing the sales module and we're averaging about 2 sales Zoom calls a week, we're going to introduce you to your sales coach. So this will help increase revenue. It'll also help your closing rate percentage go up by drastically. 5 times a week of group support calls that accommodate a 9 to 5. So these calls will go over client objection handling, client delivery, marketing, sales, lead generation, you name it, we'll deep dive into it. And then we also know that becoming an entrepreneur is exciting, but it's overwhelming at times. So we do what we call the Zenpreneur method. We help with weekly mindset calls, breath work and meditation sessions, and even journaling to ensure you're in a good headspace to move forward with your business. As far as the resources go, you'll have the course curriculum, you'll have the Zenpreneur method we just got done discussing. We'll give you agency outsourcing options when you're ready to make specific changes or hires within your program. And we do offer an optional certification, which you and your brother would not need since you already have your NASM. As far as the phases go, again, they're broken down into 4 phases. So act first. Essentially what this is saying is, hey, we're going to announce who we are, what we do, then we're going to utilize specific strategies to get our first couple clients right out the gate. Once that's handled, then we're going to set up all your back-end systems. So we're going to make sure you're a legal working company. You have all your payment processing systems done, things of that nature. Then we're going to figure out what problem you solve for individuals. Based upon that, we'll create our offer and pricing around that. Okay. These first 2 phases, it'll take you about a month to month and a half in. Phase 3 and phase 4 is where you're going to spend the majority of your time. So we're going to develop consistency by teaching you our organic marketing strategy. We're going to teach you how to generate leads using our community lead gen method. And then we'll also teach you more effective ways to create sales funnels. Okay. Phase 4 is going to be like the fine tuning of things. We're going to maximize your sales capabilities, get you at a closing percentage of 40% or greater, provide you consistent client delivery systems, but more importantly, we're going to focus on customer support and retention. Happy people like to stay a lot longer. So we want to make sure we're keeping them happy, we're servicing them in the correct way, and making sure they're staying with us for long periods of time. Any questions on that?
That sounds awesome. I do have a query though for phase 2. There might be some legal issues on our side that could be challenging to overcome since we're not American citizens. So for the legal aspects, I'm not very sure if we can. I don't think we can set up an LLC in the States. So are you still with me?
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
Okay, yeah. So that could be something challenging. And then also for the payment processing and all that kind of stuff, I don't think without, the legalization of an LLC, we can't get a bank account open for the business as well, which also might be another issue. So I don't know how we'd have to work around that, or if we'd have to try set it up in South Africa. I don't know if we can do that while we're here though. So that's just a concern I have.
Yeah, great question. So you can set up your LLC back in Africa, okay? But as far as you wouldn't have to worry about, you don't have to have an LLC to get going. That can be something that we do down the road. But your payment processing systems, you don't like, you would just be able to set that up through like Wave or Stripe. So instead of like Squarespace or Venmo or anything like that, we'd actually just have just a reoccurring process coming in, like a monthly payment processor.
Okay, and then would I need a bank account for one of those?
Yeah, so you could actually set that up to where it's, do you guys have a bank account in Africa?
Yes.
So you could just have it streamlined to there.
Okay, so would we have to then price all our products in rands in our South African currency?
So what I would do is, if you're going to be primarily servicing, well, because no matter where you're working from, the goal is to create massive impact from all over the world. So you want to figure out really the conversion for what's going to be most convenient for your clients. Okay.
So probably would be US dollars, because since we are based in America at the moment.
Correct. That was where my point was headed. So the majority of people that you're going to be wanting to serve, you're going to want to make it whatever convenient for your customers. So if a large portion is going to be coming from American citizens, you're going to want to put it to a breakdown that they'd be able to understand.
100%. Okay.
Cool.
Oh, this is my brother, Connor.
Oh, yeah.
Connor, what's up, my man? How we doing?
Good on you, man.
Man, I'm excited. How about you?
I'm good. I'm excited too.
Your brother's been saying a lot of cool shit, man. I think that you guys are onto something pretty dope. Have you got to kind of hear everything so far, or are you just walking in?
Just walked in.
Okay, cool. You haven't really missed a whole lot. The actual
Okay.
modules themselves. I haven't even started that part. Cool, man. So the modules there'll be a total of 30 modules. Each module will have an overview link. It'll also be accompanied with videos. That first thing is, we want to make sure you guys become a full-time online coach. We're going to utilize very specific strategies to get your first couple of clients in the door. We also have resources that are already completed for you. So that'll be easy to get you your first clients within that first 2 to 2.5 weeks. The 10K Accelerator Directory, I want you to view this as onboarding material that'll help you become a better student. It really shows you how to maximize the program to its fullest capacity. Our success roadmap will take us into 2 phases. What do we need to execute to get from 0 to 5K? And then what we need to do to get from 5 to 10. So again, no guesswork there. It's broken down very specific, so you have clear expectations. We'll then move into the mindset and lifestyle module. Based upon the lifestyle you guys want to live, we're going to create like daily practices and routines to make sure that matches what you guys are looking for. We also work with the mindset issues, so such as fear of failure, imposter syndrome, anxiety. Those are all natural, normal feelings, but how can we move forward with that to create the type of life that we want? Kind of give you like some little some context behind that. From there, we have the top 10 struggles that fitness entrepreneurs face, but we've also provided solutions. So this will be a whole module set on that, on self-limiting beliefs. Then we move into the administration systems and ChatGPT. So are you guys familiar with ChatGPT?
Yes.
Cool. Yeah. So we actually streamline ChatGPT and AI within our systems. We're one of the only programs that actually have done this now. So this will be good for your SOPs, helping with your content creation, and even helping build out your programming and your nutrition as well. Then we're going to set up payment processing systems such as Wave or Stripe. We'll create client agreements through DocuSign. We'll show you how to like book calls and for people to fill out applications with you. And we even have applications you can utilize to load up all of your programming and all of your nutrition into one spot. From there, we're going to do the same thing for your financial systems. So we'll teach you how to help set up your LLC, get your employment identification number, when to pay quarterly taxes, when to pay yourself, when to open up a business bank account, tax write-offs, you name it, we talk about it. And the cool thing about this is, again, we're a partner with an AI company called Taylor Brands. So normally it takes you in the States probably about 2 to 3 weeks to file for your LLC. This can actually be done within about 2 to 3 hours. So everything is completely streamlined for you there. From there, we're going to move into target setting. We're going to create your 3-year vision, your 1-year vision, your 3-month vision. We're going to deep dive into your goals. And then from there, we're going to identify your ideal challenge. So this means, what problem does your program solve for individuals? This is important because this will dictate what we're charging. So really understanding the amount of value you bring. Is this going to be a more do it for you, do it with you, or do it yourself program? The more that you do for individuals, the higher the ticket offer. That ticket offer will be established upon your length of terms. So we help structure with your pricing. We teach you how to create downsells and discounts as well. From there, we're going to move into organic marketing. We're going to introduce you to some AI software that allows you to only have to do 1 hour worth of work, but it pumps out 14 different pieces of content for you in literally an hour. So again, streamlining, making sure your time is more efficient. So we'll introduce you to that. Then we're going to also show you how to set up podcasts and YouTube so we can expand our reach. More people can figure out who you guys are, what you're about, and the story that you have to tell. We're going to show you how to market for all things Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. So it's more than just random posting. There's very specific strategies and resources that we like to put in that capitalize on hashtag use, story highlights, IG reels, you name it. We also track data analytics so we can figure out which posts are actually getting people's engagement and which ones aren't. Same thing with Facebook as well. We'll show you how to maximize this to its fullest. And then we'll even do TikTok as well. So you'll know exactly how to maximize TikTok for your marketing purposes. From there, we're going to move into content creation made easy. Have you guys ever heard of Canva?
Yes. Yeah, I've used Canva once or twice.
Beautiful. So we have a whole module on Canva and Canva Pro, as well as Microsoft Designer. We also introduced ChatGPT and AI features to streamline this. So we want your page to look more aesthetically pleasing. We want to make it look organized. Essentially, we want you guys to think of your social media as like a storefront. So if you're out shopping, you look in the window, something catches your eye. We want that for when people are like going by your Instagram or your guys' page. We want to, it's really good for branding as well.
Quick question, Ashley.
Yeah.
So we have a nice camera that we film on. It's a Canon SL3. But then we've been uploading our videos to TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts and stuff, but it downgrades the quality. What do you recommend to your trainers that they edit their videos on? What app or software do you recommend to them?
So with your software, let's see here, it might be in here. I don't use any of that. So I use everything I've used is like literally from my phone. So to be honest with you, I wouldn't know what that is. That'd probably have to be somewhere within this module. So okay. I don't know specifically. That's a great question though. Actually, let me write that down. Editing features. Cool. From there, we're going to move into the 10K lead generation framework. We believe there's 3 different ways to do this. The first of which is what we call earned media. So we're going to show you different steps and processes to bring people specifically to you. Have you guys ever heard of WhatsApp?
Yeah, we use that in South Africa. Yeah, that's our main thing.
Beautiful. So you guys are already on the right track because right now we want to set up a WhatsApp to get people more engaged. This first set is, why are we setting up? How's it going to be beneficial? And who are we setting this up for? Okay. So we'll get that set up first. And then we're going to teach you different resources and strategies such as cross-pollination. So this would be an example of you guys partnering with another fitness coach. So therefore their audience can see you guys, your audience can see them. So we're developing more followers. People can really follow what type of content you're creating. We also provide free resource strategies. So providing something of value to your viewers, and that way you're getting their information. So you might say, hey, shoot a thumbs up if you want 1 week of free workouts or something like that. And then you're gathering their information and you're collecting more information to reach out. Whole strategy, a scholarship strategy is an easy way to get a ton of people on your program within that first couple of weeks. So we go over into a multitude of different resources on how to get you more people to come directly to you. The opposite of that is what we call conversation to calls. So this is like outbound marketing. This is you reaching out to individuals first. So the point of a WhatsApp group is to have those people reaching out, and then they're in your community. They can now ask some of your clients what their take is by working with you. So by the time they get to that sales call, they're a much warmer lead. They've built like a relationship with you. They feel like there's a level of intimacy. We also give you specific scripts. We give you conversation and call examples, but more importantly, we show you where to find all these leads on all 3 platforms and how to build and nurture these relationships.
Okay, sounds good.
From there, we're going to move into referral strategy, the easiest way to grow your business. Friends, families, coworkers talking about how amazing you guys are. We're going to give you strategies and resources to incentivize people to bring more people to you without having to ask. Now, the last page is going to be all about all about sales and like fine tuning. So if you're going to be an entrepreneur, you got to be good at sales. So we're going to give you a multitude of different resources to maximize your sales capabilities, because we want to set up 2 types of phone calls. The first of which is a meet and greet. It's like a 10 to 15 minute phone call to figure out, do you really want to work with this person and can you actually solve their problem? It's kind of like a screening process. The second of which is what we call the closing call. This is when you're trying to lock down that lead. You're trying to turn them into a client. So we'll give you specific scripts. We'll give you our entire objection handling web. We'll teach you how to create downsells and discounts. This will be massive. Creating financing options for people who normally couldn't afford your program. How can we get them in? And then again, locking down that lead once and for all. Now, when you're on those sales calls, you're going to hear a lot of excuses as to why somebody can't join your program. That's where this objection handling module will come in. This is over 20 different scenarios you're going to hear on a regular basis as to why someone can't follow through with your program. So if we have these locked up, makes us more prepared for when we have a sales call. Okay, so a ton of different options there. From there, we're going to move into client onboarding. This is probably one of the most important processes. This is your first 30 days in your program. So people will decide if they want to continue to work with you or not within the first 30 days. So it's important our expectations are clear. We're getting them some type of resource or something tangible in their hands within that first 24 to 48 hours to make this special while you're building out their program. Okay, so we teach you examples there. From there, we're going to move into client delivery. This is the fun stuff, the week-to-week process on how you deliver your services. Also, how can we utilize ChatGPT to streamline this? So we're also going to want to make sure we create a customized roadmap for each individual based upon their unique skills and abilities. This will happen to you no matter how good you are. Someone's going to quit. They're not going to listen to you. They're going to ghost you. How can we incentivize them to start executing again at a high level? Oftentimes, they just want more community involvement. They want more resources. They want more touch points with you. Some of them want to be incentivized just to do what's already expected of them. So we give you resources and strategies to bring that to life for them. From there, we got customer support, the not so fun side of things, cancellations, refund requests. How do we handle that? How do we mitigate it for the upcoming months? And then how can we track it? And then retention. We want to keep people for long periods of time, but we want to advance into higher levels of your programming. So we give you strategies and resources on how to track it. Quick recap, and we'll answer any questions you got. It's a 4-month program. You'll have your customized game planning call. You're going to have a one-on-one coach the entire 4 months. You'll have one-on-one coaching calls every 2 weeks. You'll have a sales coach. You'll have the Facebook community and CEO trainings, 5 times a week of group support calls, 24/5 tech support, and the business course curriculum. Is there anything you feel like we're missing here?
So it's a 4-month course. How, on average, how many hours would you have to spend a day going through this course to complete it within the 4 months?
Yeah, if you can dictate anywhere between 10 to 20 hours per week, and that means watching the modules and executing, and that includes your game planning calls with your coach, all of it combined. If you can dictate 10 to 20 hours per week, you're in a really solid spot. Now, if you can't dictate 10 to 20 hours per week, we just start off with a little less, but then you'd have to be realistic with your expectations on when you can hit that 10K. It might take us a couple months extra.
Okay, that's understood. 10 to 20 hours a week. That's not too bad. That's doable. That's very doable.
So when I went through it, like I was an in-person trainer for over 15 years. I was training 40 clients a week, 2 to 3 times a week, and I was charging $150 a session. So I was making really good money, but I had no time. So how I was doing it is in between sessions, I was listening to a module. On the way to the gym, I was listening to a module. When I was doing cardio, I was listening to modules. And then when I got home, I'd execute on whatever it told me to do. And that's how I was able to get it done.
Okay.
So you
So you've been through this program before?
Not the 10K one. This is brand new. This was just rolled out. I was in it. I did this about a year ago. So they didn't have ChatGPT over a year ago. This is all brand new stuff. So when I went through it, it was a 4-month course, but it was significantly different. So yeah, I went through it, but not this version of it.
Okay, understood.
And how did you come across us on Instagram?
Chad, yeah, that's quite interesting because we thought Chad had some method of finding new fitness coaches on Instagram because he literally reached out to us and we're like, wow, that's convenient.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, for instance, when you guys are on Instagram or whatever you're clicking on, Instagram will start showing you ads that you're interested in. Like that's how the algorithm works. Like you could type, if you start like typing on Nike shoes, you're going to get a shit ton of ads for Nikes, right? Like that's just how it works. Yeah. So as you're in those groups, that also triggers people that they can see like what you're looking at. So that you're going to probably get introduced to a lot of different fitness coaching companies. I'm sure you guys probably have been hit up by a multitude of ones by now. Is that right?
Well, no, you the first and
Yeah.
only so far.
Yeah, well, just wait here in the next couple of weeks. You guys will get bombarded with it pretty soon.
Yeah, understood.
That's
What is the 4-month program? What does it cost?
Yeah, let's talk about that. So the program itself is going to cost just $100,000 in your left kidney. No,
nuts.
I'm playing, man. There's a
Lightweight.
payment plan. There's a payment plan of 7,000, and then a paid in full option of 6,200 that saves you $800. So how this would work is the average student will put down about 2,300. This will take that down to 4,700. You divide that by 4 months. It's equivalent to about just over 1,100 some dollars a month, which is equivalent to you needing 3 to 5 clients to make that back. Paid in full just means you pay that whole thing up front and you save $800. Now we also have financing, extended payment plans, things of that nature. So no matter where you guys are at financially, if this is something you feel like can truly get you to the next level, we got something for you.
And my brother and I, we working together, so we each buy one package.
Yeah, I got that. So totally. So when me and my wife did it, it was me pretty much running the show. So how we did it is it was under like my name. You guys, all I need to do to get you guys both set up is both your emails. Do you guys have separate emails, or are you guys going to do like one email to where you guys both can like access the course?
Yeah, we'll have it on one email most likely if we go through.
Yep. So a great option for you guys is really if you guys are both doing it, you're probably splitting it. If you just did the paid in full, one person pays 3,100, the other person pays 3,100. Overall, you guys save $800.
Yeah, that would probably be the best.
That would probably what we would do if we had to do it.
Yep. And then you guys would both have like the same coach. So you guys would book your sales coaching calls around like what's convenient for both your guys' convenience. Because obviously if you guys are working together, we want to make sure you guys are on the calls at the same time.
Yeah.
100%.
How are we feeling about it so far? Do we like it? Do we love it? Do we hate it?
No, I think the value is great. Honestly, I think we could use a lot. I'm just obviously this is you're the first company reaching out to us, so we just need time to think about it. Obviously, and it is quite an investment up front, which I do think it would be worth it though
in the long run.
And we do understand that we have to invest in ourselves in order to see the results.
To grow.
That's something that we definitely do understand, and we do need the guidance. That is, we're not gonna try and make it on our own because that's just stupidity. And we understand that from the start we should just get the help that we need. Otherwise, we're going to spend months and months trying on our own, wasting time in the end. So I do think it could be a great deal.
That's really
Cool.
appealing now.
Let me ask you guys a couple questions. So now that you saw everything, do you feel like this meets all of your boxes for like what you'd want from a coaching service?
I think it does. It covers literally
so.
the whole spectrum.
Probably covers things that we hadn't even thought about yet. Yeah.
The cool thing about the course is it's really broken down tutorial style. Even in the written format, it shows you exactly what to do, how to do it. So think about it in school. If your teacher said it's open book test and you decided not to take it with an open book, you're a dumbass, right? So this has all the answers laid out, highlighted in red for you, right? So it's dummy proof. I went through it, so I know it's dummy proof, right? So the other thing that's cool about it is all the amount of one-on-one support you're getting, right? So you're getting a multitude of, you have literally 2 different coaches. So you have a one-on-one coach, and then after you're hitting a certain amount of like sales calls, you're getting a sales call coach, which will help you increase revenue. Then you're also having a private Facebook group that you can utilize for all the questions. So that's important because you have people that are further along the program than you that are going to be asking questions, and you'll get their perspectives on that, which is awesome. And then you're also having weekly support calls. Now, the difference between our program versus anyone else you might wait on is we're utilizing ChatGPT and AI software, how no one else is doing it. So that's cutting edge stuff that like ChatGPT literally just came out. We're showing you how to access that in a multitude of areas. I think a couple of companies might teach you maybe how to use an AI bot for DMing, but that's really not ideal because if you're trying to have a certain type of tonality, people are going to be able to read that it's from a bot, right? It's not going to seem like it's you guys. The other thing is we're through the Better Business Bureau. So that's basically like a report card for companies. So a lot of the companies that you'll run into aren't even backed by the Better Business Bureau. So this states that we're a legitimate company, in which we got an A rating, so an A out of an F, right? So we're there as well. We've also helped over 3,000 students year to date. So our average students, the ones that are just doing basic work, after 4 months are averaging anywhere between 6,500 to 8K, which is really good for a basic person. Do you guys consider yourself average people?
No.
No, not at all. You guys are working like 80 fucking hours and still getting training certification. You guys are badasses, right? So you guys should easily be able to, you know, rock out past 8K easy, right?
Yeah.
So that's just what the basic person's doing. So some of our client averages, if you're with us for 12 months, the average amount of clients you'll have on your roster is 97. Those individuals that have 97 clients on their roster are averaging 366,000 per year.
That's insane. That's insane.
Yeah. That is insane.
So you guys would have more than enough money to start up that brand, to start really pumping out apparel, even thinking about even maybe a supplement line, things of that nature as well. So that's where our company's going to be different as well, because some companies will be good at one thing. So think about it. You guys might run into a coaching company that's really good at just only sales. You might have one company that's really good at only lead generation. Well, that's kind of pointless if you don't have the foundational skills. You have to have everything for it to kind of work as a well-efficient machine, right? So that's what we're doing. We're showing you from start to finish, from all processes, from the setup phase all the way to the intricate details of marketing to expanding and scaling. So after you guys hit 10K, you guys are hitting that on a regular basis. You guys could then enter into mastery level, which we show you how to run ads. When you start running ads, game over. But a lot of people are getting pushed into running ads too early. It's pointless to run ads if you don't know how to actually sell effectively. And if you don't have your system set up, because other than that, it's just wasted money. We make sure that we're telling you when to hire based upon the certain amount of revenue that you're making. We also talk about bringing on assistant coaches. So again, you guys slowly can step away from the day-to-day stuff and focus on the things that you guys actually enjoy doing.
So to speak, say we get 15, 4 months on the line, we have 15 clients. How much time does one actually have to put in towards a client? Because 4 months from now, we're still going to be working our job.
Great question. So
I've never trained clients, so we're not exactly sure about how much time it requires.
Yeah, that's a great question. So just let's pretend there's two of you guys. You guys are really going to be able to maximize your time. So
yeah,
there's the average one-person show could average anywhere between 30 to 50 clients on their own. Okay.
Really?
30 to 50. After that, it starts becoming a little bit overwhelming, and that's when you need to bring on more people. The benefit of you guys working together is there's two of y'all, so you can split that up, right? So like, for instance, one girl that's hitting 15K a month, she's working about 30 to 35 hours a week total. And she gets to travel, she's making really good money.
Really? And that's all she's working? That's insane.
That's like minimum.
Yeah, 35. Like that's like over half that's like less than half than what you guys are doing right now, or over half than what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
No, that's nothing.
So you guys would have the opportunity to walk away from farming much earlier if you wanted to.
That's exactly what I want to hear.
That is definitely. Farming is not it.
That is exactly what my plan is.
Yeah.
Earlier than
so with you being able to do two of you, you guys can literally take on like twice as many clients and just split it in half. But really how I'd frame that is, hey, you guys, if you sign up, how I would frame it is you're getting two coaches for the price of one. Is how I would frame it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because we're going in together.
Yeah.
So it's like it is a win-win for us.
And then I'd also frame it as to maybe you guys have specific different specialties. So for instance, how my marketing plan is, I market them in 35 to 50 that are high-level executives. Okay, so think about that. 35 to 50-year-old men that are high level. What type of problems do they have every day? One, if they're a high-level executive, they have shitty eating habits because they're constantly eating out or entertaining people, right?
Yeah.
Two, they're never home with their wives because they're so busy in the office. So that means if they're not home with their wife's starting to resent them, which means they're probably not getting laid, right? That's a problem.
Yeah.
Three, they're not home enough for their kids, so they're not a very present father. So if you're not a present father, you're not home, you have an unbalance with your own personal life. So I teach men how to become more optimal, not just in the office, but within their own personal life, how to develop healthy habits and to be able to create a physique that's sustainable, that gives them more confidence, that gives them more energy, that allows them to be more present. So my point of telling you all that is I used to work with only athletes. The problem that is athletes have no money. You want to start marketing to people that have money. Okay, you don't want to market to people that it sounds cool to train. When I was younger, I want to train athletes because I'm an athlete. So I'm a men's IPE pro. I'm a men's speed and agility specialist. I'm a performance enhancement specialist. I got all these cool certifications, but those people typically don't have money, right? So I rescheduled or revamped my system to make sure I was getting high ticket individuals that weren't arguing over pricing. So that's the other thing. When you guys, a lot of trainers, when they get into pricing, they go like 3, 6, 9 or month to month. I don't do that. I do 4, 8, 12. That's your only options with me. And the reason I do that is
that's
because
4, 8 to 12 months.
4 months, 8 months, or 12 months. That's your options with me. Okay. Now, to give you an example of how I would price that, if you're only going 4 months with me, my ticket's going to be higher because you're not locking in as long. So, random example. Let's just say you're going 4 months, you're charging $450 per month. That's what it would be equivalent to. Okay. So the main thing is you're trying to get them to pay it all up front. So you already have collected cash. So for instance, 450 times 4, that's equivalent to 1,800. Yep. Now, if they go 8 months, I'm going to drop that down to 375. It's going to incentivize them, but 375 times 8 is now 3,000. So I'm still winning. They're winning because I'm getting them for longer periods of time. I have more sustainable income, and more importantly, I have predictable data. I know what I'm going to be bringing in for the next 8 months with that person.
Yeah.
Now, if they go 12 months, it's 350. So 350 times 12, 4,200. Okay. So now 95% of my people are with me for either 8 or 12 months. I only have a handful that are going 4 months because they see a smaller number, right? So that helps me get them. Like 4 months, you're going to have more than just habit change, right? You're going to actually have a little bit of like legitimate testimonials. At 8 months, you have like a whole transformation. At 12 months, you have a lifestyle change. So when you have someone with you for 8 to 12 months, they're no longer looking at you as a coach. They're looking at you as a trusted friend and someone they don't want to let down. So it's hard to say no to a friend if I don't have the conversation like, hey, your 8 months is ending. Do you want to continue? And I say, hey, about 2 weeks out, I'll say, hey, man, here's our goals. This is what we knocked out. Now, this is what our next plan is coming up for the next 4 or 8 months. I don't say, do you want to do this? I already have something presented to them a month ahead of time. So they already are in the mindset of, fuck yeah, I'm excited. Let's go to the next phase.
Yeah.
I never have anyone saying, oh, I can't do it. They're like, yeah, this guy's already got a game plan for me. And then if they do that, I'll even say, hey, man, you know what? On top of that, you've been so consistent and so loyal to me. I'm gonna give you 2 months of coaching for free. I'm actually gonna pause your account for the first 2 months, or I'm gonna provide you 10% off. So now they're like gonna tell all their friends, like, man, the longer you stay with this dude, he's gonna give you incentives. He gives you free resources. So again, we're building like a deep connection. People will pay for you initially because they think you can help them. They stay with you because they like you. That's the truth of it.
Yeah. Nice.
So we'll show you how to like set up your length of terms based upon those type of things. Now, a lot of trainers, again, most people are offering a lot more options than me, but I want you guys to think of like McDonald's and Chick-fil-A. Okay. So McDonald's has a shit ton of options. It almost confuses people. So they always choose the dollar menu, right? Chick-fil-A doesn't have that. It's like 3 things you can order, but they're doubling what McDonald's is making in revenue because they're good at 3 things and they stick to those 3 things. So when people are making too many different suggestions or offers, people are always going to go with the less amount. The other thing is I don't veer on my price points. I don't negotiate. This is my price. This is why. So I always tell people, if you're going to go based upon cost, you're going to lose out on quality. If you go on quality, you're going to pay a higher price. Are you guys familiar with what Lululemon is?
Yes.
Okay, so girls are wearing $150 stretch pants. Crazy, right? But they think those pants equal quality. It makes them feel confident and comfortable. So they're willing to pay that, right? Because there's a level of quality to it. No difference than how you're going to be pricing yourself. If you price yourself lower, people will see a less of a value to you. If you place at a higher rate, people want something that's going to be like more quality. Think of like Lamborghini or Ferrari. There's no commercials. People just just know where to get them. They don't need to make commercials. It's only for a specific type of audience, right? So when
Yeah.
you're at that level of quality, you don't need to negotiate terms. Cool. So now you guys know like kind of what's going on. So you guys will probably see a multitude of different options. My point is, if you guys already know this is everything that you need and it's laid out exactly how you need it, why would we hold back when we actually get started and get your foundations built up and you can get you out of farming a lot sooner?
Yeah, that sounds good. So this 4 months course, is it much of implement as you learn? So you learn something and then this is what you actually going to implement it that day. So as soon as straight as possible.
100%. So as you guys are going through it, like say you go through module 1, it's going to tell you the specific strategy to do. You're going to fucking do that. Once you do it, then you move forward, right? Module 2, you'll listen through it and then you'll implement it. So you don't move forward until you actually implement it's laid out step by step in order.
Okay, and
So-
then what happens at the end of the 4 months? Is that the end of the course, and then do we lose our coach? What if we haven't hit our goals by the end of the 4 months? And then, because I did read something about like money back guarantee if you meet certain criteria and these
Yep.
type-
Yep. Let me actually show you that really quick. I'm going to share my screen with you guys again. Let me know when you can see this.
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, so 3 times your investment back in enrollment term will get your money back. So in order to qualify for that, you'd have to attend a minimum of 1 group support call each week, which is pretty standard. Attend at least 2 private one-on-one coaching calls each month of your enrollment. Attend your game planning call. You must charge at least the bare minimum suggested prices. You have to run a scholarship within the first 90 days. And you cannot spend more than 2 weeks on the bonus certification, which you guys don't need. And you can't have any late payments. So as long as you follow those rules and processes and utilize our resources and our coaching that's laid out for you step by step, we're guaranteeing you're gonna 3 times this amount. So essentially by the end of your 4 months, you should be making what, 28,000? Or I'm sorry, yeah, no, 21,000. I'm
But
sorry, no,
that's-
28,000. Jesus, my
So-
math is off.
So after the 4 months, are you saying that we would have made 21 by then, or
Yeah.
start making?
Yep,
21?
you should have made that by then.
would have made it by then.
Dang, that's huge.
That's a hell of a promise,
That's a big
So
promise.
a lot of companies will do money back guarantees. We're giving you a money back guarantee, plus we guarantee you're gonna make a specific amount. That's another thing that's gonna separate us. So
Yeah.
we've helped over 3,000 students. Year to date, we've only had to return 1.6%.
Yeah, I remember Chad saying that, or 1.5, I think he used.
Yeah, so it's pretty damn good batting average, right?
That's very good, yeah.
So yeah, by the end of
Which
4 months,
technically
you should
means
hit it.
which technically means 98.5% of everyone has made 3 times their money within the first 6 months.
Yeah, the only way you don't do this is if you literally try not to try. Like
Yeah.
like that's how it's laid out for you. Like you can't fail if you show up. And the fact that there's 2 of you working together, it'll happen a lot faster because you got 2 people doing the work of 1. So you're doubling the amount that you could really be bringing in.
Yeah, and we would like to go ahead, but we're just worried about this interfering with farming right now because we're kind of tied down. But you did say 30 to 35 hours a week.
So if you're going to go full time, like she's making about 15K a month. She's working about 30 to 35 hours a week. Now, to get you to 10K, if we can dictate 10 to 20 hours per week, we're solid. Now, to answer your question as what happens after the 4 months, a lot of this is off of Google Sheets, so you'll still have you'll have it saved to your file. You'll just lose that course access, right? If you want extended help, you can always pay like a monthly thing for additional one-on-one support. Hopefully by the end of 4 months, you guys are killing it. And we're talking about actually moving you guys up to master level is what we're hoping for,
Yeah.
right? To where we can get you to that 7 figures. And that should happen a lot faster. There's 2 of you selling versus just 1, and 2 of you pumping out content versus just 1. That's how I would do it. I wouldn't just rely on 2 of you guys to make 1 piece of content. I'd be like batching that shit. So like Connor's doing 1, you're doing 1, like, and we're just creating double the amount of content. So like maybe one day Connor's doing all educational videos for Mondays. You're doing all entertainment videos, whatever, on Tuesdays. But you guys will kind of batch out what you're going to do, and then you're maximizing that.
Yeah, understood. Do you guys also help the trainers with content strategies.
Yeah,
know,
100%.
What type of videos to be posting, or
And also
you know,
how to edit them and make them. That's been a bit of a barrier.
Yeah, so we're going to use where it said content creation made easy. That's how we're going to really show you how to implement that. We're also going to show you how to utilize ChatGPT to help you create content ideas. So everything is streamlined for you.
Okay.
So they'll
That's
talk about
pretty
what to
cool.
post, when to post, calls to actions, resources, which posts are actually attracting people, which people aren't. So we help you kind of track data analytics as well. Hashtag use, we go through all that.
okay, yeah, that's exactly what we need to learn.
Because right at the moment, I feel a bit like there's too much unknown.
It's a bit overwhelming not knowing how
We
to get
need-
started or what
yeah.
direction to take, you know. So we definitely do need the guidance.
Definitely.
And that guidance is literally showing you step by step. So a lot of companies will say, hey, run ads, or hey, go to a Facebook group. They're not actually showing you how to build from ground zero. Majority of people have no idea how to run an actual business and the intricate details it involves. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it.
Yeah, that's true. Figure out-
Entrepreneurship is not for everybody, right? Like there's a lot of work involved. It's going to be overwhelming. It's going to piss you off on a lot of days, but it's so rewarding when you don't have to do the shit you don't want to do. When you don't have to farm, you can walk away and you're bringing home a bag. It's another story, man.
100%.
That's true. And also what you like recommended getting back our money in 4 months is
They're tripling, bro.
tripling. But it's
So think about that.
make
Think
it
about that. The
difficult.
only way, there's really no risk. If you're confident in your own skill set, your own abilities, and to work together as a team, you two together, how could
That's
you
what I'm trying to say,
how
yeah.
could you fail?
It's low risk, basically.
It is low
It's
risk.
hard
extremely
reward.
low risk. So all you have to do is execute a game plan. Someone has already laid out the answers and says, do this step, do this step. If you can read and follow instructions, how can you fucking fail?
Back.
Yeah.
That
Well
is-
said.
Yeah, that is well said.
You know how to read?
Yeah, fucking yeah, fucking do.
That's good. I think I'm pretty much sold on the idea.
We need the help, eh? We do.
You say what?
So we
You
need
say
the
we
help.
need the help, yeah.
Yeah.
And this seems like it provides literally everything we need, step by step.
And not only does it provide what you need, you're having someone going through it with you guys. So your coach
Yeah.
is going to say, hey, Connor, Brett, this area is great. Let's keep on doing what we're doing here. This area sucks. Let's really focus on this. And this is how we're going to bring it up. Go after. Here's your next steps for the next 2 weeks. They'll give you resources on top of that. And again, these coaches are someone that's been through it. So they have what they got what you want. They have a 6 or 7 figure business.
So would we have access to our coach? You know, maybe it could be like send them a text message if you had a quick question, or
24/5 tech support through WhatsApp. Yep.
Oh, okay, awesome.
So this 24/5, we give them the weekends off because you want them to be recharged and be able to actually give you like sound quality service, right?
Yeah.
A lot of them are even good with even responding on the weekends. If you had a question on the weekend, I just put it in the private Facebook group. You'll get an answer within 24 hours from a lot of different people.
Yeah, because that's also our thing. Weekends and we'll be working a lot because we don't usually work on the farm on weekends.
Yep.
Yeah. And what app would you guys be using like for building programs and stuff?
So you can either use Trainerize or True Coach. Now, I would usually I tell people off the rip, that might not be something you have to really invest in right away until you have, like me, I didn't do it until I had about 25 clients. What's the point of paying something monthly if I don't have anyone to actually use it, right? So you guys have 2 of you though, so this could happen a lot faster. So there'll be a small, anywhere between, I'd say, for DocuSign is something that you'd come out of pocket for, which you're going to have for client agreements. And if you guys utilize an app service, you're only looking at maybe an additional $50 to $100 a month outside of the cost of the course. Now, you guys will be paying dependent upon how many clients you have. So it's like a monthly rate of like, say you have 0 to 10 clients is X amount of money, 10 to 20, whatever the case may be, right? But we'd use True Coach or Trainerize. We're actually partnered with True Coach. So I believe that if you're a True Coach member, your first month is going to be free as you join with us. Now you can use whatever you want, but it streamlines a lot faster. So you guys can load up all of your guys' clients into one spot. So how I'd say this is how I did it. I originally had my people utilizing Google Sheets. So I have coaches, right? So my coach is successful, but he was sending me emails through Google Sheets. What I did was I did the same thing. Besides, once I got to about 25 clients, let's pretend you guys are my clients. Let's say, yo, Brett, Connor, like I just got something massive that's changed within my program. I'm really excited to share with you. I've actually updated my program with a new app. It doesn't cost you any money, but I'm going to invite you in so that way you guys can check in. You can load up all your, you can see your nutrition, you can see your programming, and it allows me to see when you're checking in, when you're executing. So it's just another way to like get people excited and to upsell your program.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Because we started looking at Trainerizer,
Yeah.
but then
Trainerize is
also
good.
then we also came across the issue with the payment processing because we couldn't select the United States and then we couldn't select dollars as our currency because it said you couldn't change it once you've selected it, and then it doesn't list South Africa as an option.
Yeah. So you're going to want to make sure that your currency stays in US dollars because the majority of your people are probably going to be coming from the US.
Yeah.
That's true.
But then, what we'd have to figure out an address we could use, a physical address, because we're going to be leaving here in November and we'll never be coming back, most likely.
Okay, let me write that down.
So
That's something we can work around. I'm wondering if you guys like had a PO box or something that we could utilize or something like that.
I mean, while we're here, we use my boss's address for like our deliveries and that kind of thing, but I don't know if you would like us using this dress for the rest of our lives.
I'm gonna actually hold on. I'm gonna actually find out about that. I think there's a way
I
around.
wonder if you could create a digital address somehow, maybe, or a digital PO box. I don't know if that's even a thing, but maybe.
I'm gonna put this down here. Hold on. So client.
Yeah, then also the whole getting registered.
Yeah, like the
Business
setting
name,
up of the LLC. and
Yeah. Getting registered.
Also, but
And that stuff's all up in the air,
Yeah.
yeah, it makes it a little bit more complicated us not being American citizens.
Yeah, it does.
Because we here on a work visa.
Okay, hold on one second. I'm actually writing all the stuff down that you guys are saying. I'm hoping I get an answer here in a second.
Thank you.
NASM didn't provide all of this stuff. They did.
Yeah, my brother and I were quite disappointed with NASM's course.
What didn't you like about it?
I thought it was too broad in terms of the personal training. They went too much into detail about disease and conditions and odd stuff that you don't actually need to know in order to create an effective training program,
Like what you
Yep.
guys are offering
Awesome.
is what we need.
Yep. So certifications are great for, having knowledge for in-person and for.
Sorry.
No, you're good, man.
Shit, sorry, my phone just died. I just hop onto my laptop real quick.
Okay. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, it's not. Some proper camera quality there.
All right, I sent over your guys' information. I'm just trying to wait to see if I get like a response back. That's something we could probably work around. For right now, just for the time being, if you have a good relationship with your boss, I just say, hey, for the next few months, would you be okay with us utilizing this address?
No, that should be all right. There shouldn't be a
That'd
problem
be
with
fine,
that. Yeah. Because we even have an address for the house that we live in that we could use.
Yeah. Yep, so that would work too.
I mean, it is farmlands, so, but it's still an address. I mean, it's all you need.
That's it. All we just need to do is collect money, man. That's all we need, man.
Yeah.
Literally.
So what are your guys' thoughts?
Definitely something worth investment, I think.
I think it's worth it too.
So what's that? That's
6,200.
Yep.
6,200. We could come up with that, I guess.
Yeah, we do have that.
We do have that. We do. 4 months of hard graft, and I'm down for it, eh?
Could you get
Big
back to us
change.
with those questions? I actually need to see if I might have to transfer some money from different accounts into my one that's active for payments.
Yep, I've already sent it over to them. I'm just waiting for a response.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
But that's something I think like for the short term, at least we have a decent game plan going on. I just want to figure out how it's going to work long term. But I know there's something that we can do.
Yeah, that's great. Really feels nice to have support behind us. And
Yeah. Not like on our own anymore. Definitely.
how would coaches be assigned?
So I'd go based off of, I'd ask you guys, like, for me, I didn't really need anybody to be a cheerleader. I like people to tell me that I fucking suck at something. So that way they can never say it to me again. That's how I work.
Cut and clear, yeah.
Yep. So, hey man, you're good at this. I don't need to be told what I'm good at. I need to be told what I'm doing shitty at. And then I'll fix it. So, hey, you suck at this place. Cool. I'll go fix it. What's the resources I needed to do this? That's what I needed. Now, there's other people that don't like that type of rigid coaching. So you're like, hey, I want accountability, but I want to be encouraged and I want some hand holding. Cool. Now, if you're brand new to this space, I needed hand holding. Like I used to, that 24/5 tech support, I was blowing them the fuck up every single day. Hey, I did this. Is that right? Hey, I did this. If I'm paying for it, I'm using every feature to its full. So if you tell me I have 24/5 tech support, the first week I'm just going to be an asshole and see if that's really the case. So I'm going to text as much as I humanly possibly can. But they didn't let me down. So I always get my questions answered. Hey, did I do this right? What's the next phase? And then as I felt more comfortable, she said, how long are they? Yeah, they said what I said. They could set up a business with a PO box for now, but I'm honestly not sure they would go back to South Africa. They could still use their normal systems, but would likely need to set up the legalities there. Their version of the LLC, but curious if Chad has a better answer. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah, so she said, what is that? Okay.
So for right now, we either use the address that you're currently at with your boss, which would probably not be a problem, or they said you could set up a PO box, which I said earlier, for right now. But when they go back to South Africa, they could use all their normal systems, but would likely need to get their legalities there. So like your LLC, stuff like that from there.
Okay, so we wouldn't have to set up an LLC in the States. We'd have to do that back in South Africa when we go back.
Correct.
So,
And you don't have to have an LLC to run forward with a business.
Oh, so we don't need one in the States.
No. And I'm just going to double verify that.
And also on Trainerizer, it says once you've done your payment method and everything, it can't be changed.
Correct. So you just pay it through like US currency probably.
So if we selected the States, then it would just have to stay that way.
With that PO box. And
Correct. Well, no, not about the PO box. I'd have to find out. I don't know about how Trainerize works. That would be something completely different. I don't know how Trainerize works.
Okay.
this being South African citizen is absolutely terrible.
So here's the thing. You just make a shit ton of money You just go visit South Africa every couple months, then you go live in Miami and ball out, right? That's the game plan, right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't have to worry about any of that. All right, I asked a question about the LLC. As long as you have payment systems in place though, that's the main thing, right? Like, that's gonna be the important
And then, so say the next several months,
portion of it. Like,
next
make sure
5 or
that you
6
have, like,
months.
when we used to do it. Yeah,
Yeah, so for the next 5 or 6 months, us being in the States, we wouldn't be able to set up a bank account without an LLC, or would we? Or could we use one of our personal bank accounts?
The ones we're using for the farm, basically.
'Cause
yeah,
we have
you guys-
personal bank accounts in the States.
yeah,
Okay, so we could use one of those.
yep.
All right. That could
It's
work.
just like, say for instance, as anything, like if you had an LLC, for instance, in the States, let's just say I decided to move to Costa Rica. I might have to change things out based upon what's going to be where I'm going to be, living ongoing, right? Or unless you just you set up a PO box here and you just run it like ongoing from there. And you maybe have a bank account here in the States just for your businesses. So you can collect stuff from the US, from US citizens.
Yeah. So would we be able to set up a PO box, or is that necessary? What I'm understanding.
So if your boss is cool with you utilizing his address for right now, I would set up a PO box.
Okay.
only- I'd probably only set up a PO box if he's like, nah, you're not using my address for that. But really, nothing harmful is going to happen out of him by using his address. It's
Yeah.
nothing's actually coming to his house.
Yeah, 100%.
Let's see, hold on. She said they would want to set something up as soon as possible when they could, but if they're going back soon, they can likely hold off until they get back to South Africa. Soon as in like less than 6 months. If they'll be here a while, they can set that up here for now and then get things squared away in the back end when they go back. So basically the same thing I told you.
You're
So
gonna
if
be,
you're gonna be here for a while,
We have for 7 more
and then
months.
we're going back.
yeah, I would just utilize, I'd have everything set through here with your boss's account or with his address. And then once you get back home, you can just transfer that. You can do the legalities on that end of things. Let them know that, hey, we've transferred services. This is our business and this is what we want done.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So think about where you guys could be literally though in 7 months from now.
I know, that's what I'm literally thinking about right now.
Hmm.
And there's 2 go-getters, not just one, 2 go. So one of you guys is gonna have an off day every now and then. That's where the other one's like, hey, fuck this. We came here for a reason. Let's knock this shit out. So on days where you guys are like tired as fuck, you're like, hey, remember we're doing this so we don't have to feel tired as fuck. So we don't have to farm forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be tough for the next 7 fucking months working 2 fucking jobs, but
So it's a short-term inconvenience for like a long-term reward.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
definitely
100%.
it is.
Yeah, what should we? Do you want us to make a decision right now for you?
Well, so this is the thing. I'm gonna tell you my story. When I didn't, it took me about 4 months to get back on one of these calls before I actually followed through.
Hmm.
Because what happens is, you probably already know this from your NASM, but your hypothalamus will tell you what's comfortable and convenient. Your brain doesn't tell you what's gonna be good for you or what makes you happy. It's
Yeah.
gonna tell you on what's comfortable and to protect you. So based off of previous habits, holy fuck, $6,200 is a lot of money. No, we're not doing this shit. That's what your brain's gonna tell you to do. After you have this come to Jesus moment, you guys are gonna high five, fuck yeah, this is dope. And then 10 minutes later, you're like, what were you thinking? We can do this on our own. We're fine. We'll save some money. That's what your brain's gonna tell you. So if you already know for sure, this aligns with what you both mentioned right now, this is giving me everything that I need, the guidance that I need, the support I need. It's gonna get you to your fucking goals. And there's 0 risk because you're putting in your own effort. There's a 3 times your guarantee investment. If the only factor of you failing is you just not putting in the work, why would you not sign up?
I like the aspect of put in what you're gonna get out of this course.
Exactly what this is.
And we've got the funding, we can do it. I'm saying, I reckon we should do it. I think we should. It's what we
We
need, this
should.
is literally what we need.
Yeah.
If we turn this down, it's like we're gonna be stuck
If we don't make,
In
if we don't,
circles.
if we don't make it a big financial commitment, then we're not gonna be as committed. But if we do make the big financial commitment, it's gonna force ourselves to
Yeah,
be
it's a
more
fuck ton of money.
disciplined. Yeah.
And losing that straight off the bat, we're gonna fucking work our ass off to make it back.
Mm,
And with the help of this. It's
yeah.
something. Yeah, it's a big decision, but
Actually do it. Yeah, we're doing it.
All right, let's rock and roll. I'm gonna show you how the systems that we use. Cool?
Cool.
All right, so we're gonna use, we represent, or what we try to tell people, you have either Stripe or Wave. Wave is, they're both pretty user friendly, but we go through Wave. That's the one that we really prefer. So let me share my screen. Let's pull that up.
Okay.
So pull this bad boy up. Now, are we just gonna do this on like just one card? Or are we gonna do this in split card?
This, it'll be on two cards. We'll do half and half.
Cool.
I'm just gonna grab my card.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, no problem.
we'll be back in a second.
Cool.
Yeah.
Just another quick question.
Yep.
In your experience, have you found that younger coaches find as much success as, say, older coaches? Because we are young. But
That's a great,
do people still have the trust in our capabilities? Do you think, if you understand what I'm trying to say?
yeah, that's a great question. And if we're talking about the generation that we're in now, where everything is based off of online platforms, you guys actually have probably a stronger opportunity than what I would. So I'm 41. So if we're talking about in person, I'm dusting your guys' ass all day, right? Like I'm confident in what I can do. But younger people are a lot more faster and more technical savvy. And they also have better and more creative ideas. So you guys have been exposed to a lot more things than what I've seen back when I was, coming up. So as long as you guys are marking yourself in which a way where you're professional, but yet you're showing a side of personality, and the content that you're providing is actually solving problems, people don't give a shit about your age.
Yeah.
You guys are young, you guys got a good look to you, solid builds, and then you're also come off as professional. Easy way. Because right now, look at Instagram, look at TikTok. The majority of people are on there roughly between the ages of 12 to 35 is probably the main average of what you're getting. Those are primarily younger audiences. Older people usually hang out on like Facebook, and they're just doing that just so they can see pictures of family members, right? So you guys have a massive opportunity here, especially to do it at how old are you guys?
I'm 21, he's 20.
Dude, come on now. Like, you guys could be making 10K as 20-year-olds. Like, I wish I would have known about this back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So think about this. You guys are already learning how to grow a business at the age of 20. You guys could be at a point where you're making a shit ton of money, like 7 figures at age 30. Think about where our goal is to get you from 0 to 10K in 4 months at the age of 20, 21. Where do you think you'd be from a year from now? 2 years from
That's
now.
the limit. Yeah.
The limit.
So let's just pretend long term. Let's just say it takes you 5 years to get to the point where you're pumping out apparel, which it won't, but 5 years. You guys are what, 25, 26? You already have high six figures, maybe 7-figure business, and now we're pumping out apparel, supplementation. You're really building that brother, what would you call it? The Two Brothers program. Dude, come on, man. At 25 and 26, the worst case scenario.
Worst case scenario. Yeah.
That's 5 years, bro.
It is an advantage being young, definitely.
some Vox week on it now.
Yeah, like really maximize, like, and you guys have the time to do it. So think about like older people, a lot like me, I've got 5 kids, bro. Like I don't have the time to commit to content like you guys do now. So really hustle while you're young now, enjoy it, travel, do all the things that you want to do selfishly. And then once you start developing a family, you have generational wealth built up. You
Yeah,
have a savings. You're already putting them in a spot to where you could extend this family business onto your kiddos. That's the goal.
Yeah, thanks for that. No, I was just curious.
Yeah, man.
I guess it also comes down to us believing in our own capabilities, you know, and that
Mm.
self-confidence that we can actually provide the right things to get our clients the results they need.
I mean, look at this. We're agreeing on paying $6,200 straight from this. I think we're pretty damn fucking confident that we're gonna make it back.
100%. Yeah. Cool. Let's start off with Brett. We'll start off with you first.
Alrighty.
And Brett, what's your last name?
It's Ullman, OELL
OELL.
ERMANN.
What was that?
ERMANN.
Okay, cool. And what's a good email address?
It'll be ullermanbrett@gmail.com.
Ollerman.what?
Then Brett, my
Oh,
first, minus the dot though. It's just Ullerman Brett. Yeah, sorry.
no, that's right. That's my fault.
@gmail.com.
And what's the best phone number for you?
870-206-0193.
Have you had much experience with AI?
Well, I don't. That last one is a bit wrong. The spelling on the surname.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if that's important, but
Ullerman.
it's OE as well.
OE.
Oh, that's right. My fault. Good catch. You said, do I have any experience with AI?
Yeah, with ChatGPT, do you use it a lot?
I just started, like literally this program just got laid out maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. So I just started playing with it. It's insane. So if you're like, they'll tell you there's going to be ChatGPT, then there's ChatGPT-4. ChatGPT-4, it's like $20 a month, but it's totally worth it. It's like 5 times smarter. It's ridiculous. Like the stuff that you type in, it's insane. Like you'll play around with it, you'll be like, this is stupid. What address are we using?
We are using Todd's address, so
It's 1591 East 3rd Street. Leechville, Arkansas. That's the one there.
So you guys will get course access week. You guys are what, Central Standard? Or no, you guys are Eastern time over there, right?
No, we're Central Standard.
Oh, you're Central too. Okay, cool. So you guys, we start work, or the onboarding specialists start work Monday around 9 a.m. CST. So you guys will end up getting you guys will get a text, probably like around, I'd say anywhere before noon Central Standard Time. You guys will have onboarding packets. You guys will be able to book your game planning call. You'll have course access. You do not have to wait for your coaching call to start. So get going immediately. That way, when you do meet with your coach, you already have some stuff knocked out.
all right. What do login details?
Go to your banking app quickly. Wait, can you log out? What is the access ID that you email?
Mine was my phone number. It's whatever you made it as.
Usually I just,
Yeah, mine also is quick, but then I just had to.
All right, I'm ready for your card number when you are.
I'm having slight technical issues, sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
Can you take out of my savings account or does that
Nah.
come out of my checking?
Has to be checking.
This will be out of your checkings.
Yeah.
Okay, so now my issue is
I can't log into.
I
your
can't log
app.
into my banking app to move the money into my checking.
Okay.
You know,
Can you start with Connor's maybe? Sorry, this
I'm
was-
ready to go.
Yeah, that's fine. I think that the shipping stuff, it really doesn't matter who, I just needed one name at first. So we'll just put, let's see, we'll just try that Connor's right now. Go ahead, Connor, Connor.
Connor, yes.
Okay. I spelled that right, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Is there any middle initial or anything on your card?
It's just Connor, and then there's an R in the
Okay.
middle. My middle, yeah. Connor.
All right. And what's a good card number for you?
Card number is 4357.
Okay.
3290.
Okay.
0013. And then 7400.
Okay, and month and year?
Yeah, 0425.
Okay, and CVV?
674.
74, cool. And what was your guys' zip code over there?
72438.
7248, yeah.
Cool.
Account number.
Do you remember it?
Says there was an issue. Maybe check your email. They might think this might be spam or something, so check your email.
Yeah, most likely. Let's see.
Unfortunately, we are with a shit bank though.
Cross County Bank.
It's like this small, tiny little bank in this shitty little town.
Um, Thanks. I don't know why it would say error.
Let me double check the number. I got 4357
Yeah,
3290
yes.
0013
Yeah,
7400.
yeah, that's correct.
And then I have 425 as the expiration date,
Yeah, that's right.
674 as the security code,
Yeah.
and then Connor CONNOR, and then OELLERMANN.
That is all capital letters actually on my card.
That wouldn't
Yeah.
make a difference though.
But
No, that would make a difference.
yeah, but
I
that's
think
right.
I think I've tried to make a big payment out of my bank account of this bank before, and they didn't allow it until the next day
Well,
because remember when
Check, Connor, did you check your email? They might have flagged it as like possible someone trying to like hack into your account.
Yeah. I haven't
That's
got,
usually what happens when this happens, is that you probably have something like a security thing set up on your account to where if it's pulling, it might see it as like a
Oh.
possible,
maybe I've got a limit.
that could be it too.
Let's see. Hmm.
We could do is try to put in a smaller amount. So maybe you guys today, just to get rolling, maybe we just put in like $2,000 each or something to see what that happens. And then you guys can pay off the remaining amount next week or something.
Okay. Well, let's try that then.
Okay, let's see what happens.
I don't know, I can't find it.
Yeah.
You get in?
No, I can't get in. But if we're doing $2,000, then I've got $2,000 in my checking, so that could work.
So I should get a message or something.
So the 2,000 worked. So it says remaining amount on invoice 1,000.
100.
1,100. Yep. And so then we'll do the same thing. Let's see here. Let me go back to Wave.
Maybe I had a limit on for 3,000. I don't know.
Yeah, there might be a limit. That's probably why. Let's see. Charlie card. No. Don't do that. Use a different card. I don't know if this will, let me edit this.
Well, that's the remaining amount that I need to pay. One
Yeah,
one.
1-1.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. Let's see. I'm going to do a separate card as well. I'm going to do another one, create another invoice.
Yeah. Then I think I have $2,000 in my checking account. So tomorrow we have to go to the bank anyway to deposit checks, so we can sort all that shit out.
Yeah, that works. Actually, let
And
me
then
just-
maybe we could pay the remaining amount tomorrow.
yeah, whatever you guys, however you guys want to do that, that's totally fine. So I'm gonna, Brett, you should already be in here. Yep. I'm gonna add.
And you said we'd get access to the course tomorrow, right?
Correct. Yep. Because right now at Central Standard Time, they're done at 6 p.m. Like the onboarding team.
Alrighty.
I'm just gonna put 2,000 in on here so you don't get like a balance. All right, go ahead, bud.
Okay. It's 4357
4357. Okay.
3209
Okay.
9002
Okay.
4278
Okay. Month and year.
0524
Okay. CVV.
401.
Okay. Any middle initials on your card?
Yeah, J. My middle name John.
Okay. And what was that zip code again? I'm sorry.
72438.
Boom. So that went through. So we got 4,000 or so 4,000 was paid. So then we're gonna have to do, we'll do like a reoccurring invoice. So we already know. I think tomorrow, because I think Connor already has a message that sent that he owes 1,100, so that'll be fine. And then we'll set up a reoccurring for you.
Awesome.
Oops. What the fuck? What's going on here? Hold on. There we go. Accelerator, and we're gonna go payment to Brett. So we did 2,000. My math is way off. So
1-1.
1-1.
That's it.
There we go. Whoops, don't need that. And we're doing that tomorrow, correct?
Yeah, that'll be good.
Cool. 12th. And after 1.
That after 1 in the afternoon.
Hey, you said after 1 in the afternoon?
Well, I'm asking because I've got to go to the bank tomorrow just to make sure I can log back in and then make sure I have money in my checking account before that transaction goes through.
No problem. Let's just set it for another day, just in case.
All right, make it the 13th because I'll
Yeah.
definitely sort it out tomorrow.
Yeah, that's cool. Play it safe.
Yeah.
Cool. And we're doing, which one did yours end on?
You're talking about
Your card? Which one was
my
yours?
card ended in 4278.
Okay, cool. So this will just automatically pull on the 13th.
Okay.
So I'm writing this down. Brett paid 2K and 1,100 to be pulled on 13th. Connor paid 2K 1,100 to be pulled on 13th as well. Cool. All right, so that's all done. Now we're gonna go into the agreement and then we'll be set to go. Now, if you guys, while you're thinking about it, did you guys, is there like a picture of you guys together that you guys have? So we can put you on a private Facebook group?
We do have.
Yeah.
Yeah, so go ahead and send that to my phone so I can send it to the onboarding specialist. So you guys will be featured on our private Facebook group.
Taking a static photo.
No, you're not gonna send. Not that one.
This one.
No. Just it doesn't have to be one. Just be one of the we've got fucking clothes on, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I still pull room. Yeah. Bring along one. Close to. I'll let you know when you finish.
Is there an email that both of you guys want to utilize?
Could there is, but could we change that in future?
Yeah, you can. So do
Because
you
we
want
still
this?
want to we still want to set up an like a business email.
Cool, that's not a problem. So I'm gonna put both of your guys, I'm just gonna add people on here as well. So Brett, we'll start with you. And then, I'm sorry, what was your email again, my man?
My email was ulamanbrett@gmail.com. Do you have any nice photos of us together?
We need a photo for what of a Facebook thing.
They're gonna put it in the Facebook group.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, Connor, what's your email?
My email is just connorullerman@gmail, all small. Yeah, pretty straightforward.
Okay, cool. So what I'll do is I'm gonna see if I can go back and add another person on the, they might let me do this too. Let's see. See that? I'm not just gonna let me do that. No.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna add that on there. Email message. Oh, here we go. Okay.
Will we be able to get in contact with you, Jeremy, again?
Yeah, man, you got my number.
I got his number, yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, the funny thing about this is majority of the people that I end up signing on either add me on Facebook or Instagram. So a lot of people just like to talk shit. So I'm all about it.
Nice.
Awesome.
All right, cool. So how we're gonna do this is this shows right here the date the agreement actually came into place, which is today. Okay, so the 11th. But we're gonna have your start date as of tomorrow, since that's when you'll actually get access. Okay. So
Okay.
wherever you guys see this, just one of you guys really has to fill this out, really. But I have it on both your guys' emails. Start date. We're gonna go 5/3 or 5/12. And the end date is gonna be 9/12 or 23. Jeez. Cool. And specials included. We'll go.
Oh, this photo.
And
Yeah.
I think so.
cool.
Yeah, I got it.
So I'm gonna make this very specific. So like you guys can see exactly how this, like what we did tonight. So I put in 10K accelerated program, PIFs, which is 6,200. And I'm gonna put client. I'm gonna get this more specific. Client. Both. Right. Yeah.
Got a triple T there, Jeremy.
Oh. Brett. And Connor, and I'm gonna put these brothers.
I sent you a photo of Connor and I, Jeremy.
Perfect. I just got it. Paid 2K each on 5/11.
5/11, yeah.
What's 5/11?
Today. This is gonna make us the big bucks, boy.
That's it.
Big boy leagues.
Who did?
We have to attend a 1 call a week.
It's one call a week, right, Jeremy? I think. you
Yep,
said-
so you'll want to do like one support call each week, and then you'll do 2 private one-on-one coaching calls each month. So basically bi-weekly on
Okay.
that one.
And
And then
that's
those, do
what
we get
time?
to choose times for those 2 monthly calls?
Yeah, so the first one you're going with your game plan call with your coach, you're kind of going based on what they have available right now. But then from there, you guys are figuring out what will mutually work for you guys moving forward.
Depending on harvest and just for the planting.
We'll be fine time wise.
I mean,
Okay,
that's-
so what I did here is the specials is we're gonna have that 3 times investment guarantee included. We're also adding 3 months of pre-programmed workouts for you. Okay, so this will help you
Lovely.
get pumping stuff out right away. Okay, so that way there's no excuses not to get rolling faster. Then we said 10K accelerator program PIF with 6,200. Both Brett and Connor brothers each pay 2K each on 5/11. Both clients will pay out the remaining balance of 1,100 each by 5/13. Clients have 3 times investment guarantee included. Clients have 3 months of pre-programmed workouts included. So you guys will want to put like a routing or account number. One of you guys can just do that. That's how you utilize if you were to need your money back guarantee. Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
so just one of us will fill out this thing.
yeah.
And we're gonna go. You guys will fill that out here.
And then when we going through the course, does it know how much we've completed? So say we go next module, the course automatically knows, okay, he's done this module or what?
Yes. Now, trick of the trade, which they also go in during your during the modules. So it's important to watch all the modules. So a lot of people will skip over the mindset and the top 10 struggles. Well, I'm telling you right now, do not skip over any of it. If there's an exercise, no matter how ridiculous it sounds, do it. Like there's one that says, pause, write this down in a journal, or it'll say a letter to your future self. It sounds stupid. It sounds dumb. Do it. And it's like a game changer if you actually do exactly as laid out. The people that are executing and are getting like high level return on this are the ones that have the 3 C's. They're coachable, they're committed, and they're consistent. That means they do everything exactly as laid out. They don't veer from the plan. So imagine back when you guys played sports, you don't just go wing it. You do exactly what your coach tells you to do. You execute, and you get like a better return on it. So for that, watch the videos all the way through. Don't try to fast forward it. And then also, if it has a doc, click on the doc because it will be able to track what you've opened and what you haven't. So part of having the whole course completed is like literally letting the video play to its entirety and clicking on those docs. Okay.
And is there any way we could complete this course quicker? Or
Yeah.
is it just a 4 months? Or-
No, so it's 4 months. So you paid for 4 months. But if you get it
could
done
do it.
before then, and you're already hitting your targets, the point is, even if you're crushing it, let's just pretend you guys are hitting 15K by month 3. Let's just say that. You're still going to have that one-on-one coaching support until the end of the 4 months.
Until the end of the, okay,
Yeah, so you want to maximize this to its fullest.
sure.
All right, I'm going to send this over and you guys can check your email. What?
Yeah.
All right, you guys go ahead and check your emails. You guys might both got the email. I don't know. Check it out.
So do we just complete it, then email it back to you? Or?
No, you'll just do it like right now. So you just like open it up, you'll sign it, I'll double check it, and we should be good to go.
Okay.
Let me check my emails quickly. Okay, I just got it. Review documents.
So it's just one of us need to do it. Jeremy,
I think I added both of you guys on there just so you would both have it. So I'd probably just knock it out really quick. I'm gonna see if this shows
Okay.
up right here.
Six, routing number.
did you have to go into your bank account?
Huh?
Go into your banking app and look what the account number is or routing number.
I think if just one of you might need to try one of you just to sign it first, just one of you do it.
Okay,
Yeah, Connor is trying to do it.
Okay. And then I'm gonna double check it once he's done.
checking. Yeah. Yeah, he has farmer routing number. Copy that. Routing number and pop it in over here. Text.
But on the one that I had, it's only my name in it.
Okay.
Paste. Okay.
Does it only show you as on the attachment?
Yes.
Go ahead and just knock it out, just to be safe.
Okay. I won't be able to put in my routing number though, because
Don't
I
worry about that. Just put in NA
Okay.
on both those lines where it says routing account, just put NA.
All right.
Not account number.
I probably could have done this simpler and just had just one email and have one of you guys do it, but I was trying to make sure if it got sent to both of you guys.
That's no worries. What are you looking at?
I don't know what I must put in this one field under entire agreement. Says it's required, but I must type something. I don't know what to type.
Oh, hold on. You know what? I might, let's see. Why don't I just do this? Why don't I just do one? You guys cool with just one email?
That's
Yeah.
fine, yeah.
Yeah, let me just go ahead and delete this out. Let's do a new one. Let's just make this way simpler. Sorry about that, guys. We're just gonna make this a lot simpler.
Don't worry about it.
Now we got time.
And Brett, I'm just using yours because your name was on here, like through contacting NLC. I know that you and Connor are both in it together. I'm just using yours for right now.
Okay, no problem.
Cool. So start date will go 5. Oops. Jeez. Go.
Account number.
All right, this should be a lot more simpler. All right,
In charge on your. No.
all right, go ahead and check your email, Brett.
Yeah, I got it.
Cool.
Okay, I've got my account number and routing number.
Okay, we'll use that first.
All right.
What's the routing number?
The bottom one.
Can you read it out to me?
084
Yeah,
101
yeah.
514.
How do I add? For the routing number and the count number, it only gives me one box to add in. If you can,
No, hold
Don't
on.
just put in A, don't worry about it. It's not going through.
There's only one box.
okay, I'll do routing number and then slash and the count number afterwards.
Hold on, let me see. Hold on, I'm gonna pull this up and see if I can see what you guys are seeing. Whoops, that's not the right one. Hold on. Let's see.
Let me go to okay, I don't know how do I
You can share your screen.
your
Why is it showing two more folders? Let's see. Let's see what you're talking about here.
says the envelope's been voided.
Oh, that was probably the last,
Go refresh your.
yeah, I sent you a brand new one.
Oh yeah, okay.
So right here, do you see where I'm seeing? Can you see my screen?
No,
Do you see my screen?
Yes.
So there's two boxes. The top one says routing, the bottom one says account number.
yeah.
Okay.
On our phone, it only had one box. So
Let's see here.
we'll try to open this up on the
Here, do you want me to try to put it in?
Yeah, if you could put it in, that would work.
Let's see if this works. Cool. What's the routing number?
Routing number is 084
Okay.
101
Okay.
514.
Okay. And then let's go to account number.
107
Okay.
020
Okay,
0701.
okay, let's go up here. Initial.
Go to Zoom.
Let's see here.
Yeah, Jeremy's doing it for us.
But we have to sign it.
Let's see here. It's only let me do certain parts of it, which is odd.
Huh.
Let me try to resend this out because you're gonna have to initial some of this stuff. So let me see if you guys get this now.
Maybe you send it to my email.
All right, Brett, check your email.
Okay. Hasn't come through yet.
That's weird. Let me make sure I have this the right one to you. I have allermanbrett@gmail.com.
Yeah. I got the first two that you sent, but
Okay.
Maybe try sending it to me.
So now, so go ahead and it should just open up the most recent one.
yeah, I've got it open on my phone.
Okay.
But on my computer it won't. It says envelope unavailable.
Here, I'm gonna resend it really quick. Okay, try that now.
Okay, I got one.
Oh, that's the something. Yeah, I think it's working.
Working now?
Yes, yes. Okay.
Okay, I got the account number, routing number, that's all good.
Good.
And then where do we have to sign?
There should be some boxes that show like little tabs on where you're supposed to sign.
The
Client.
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah, how
I don't think so.
about okay. Required. Let's go to the next. That's the account number.
Yeah, and the wrong number, it's filled in.
Why is it showing red? Oh yeah, sign.
So you click sign, so it's signed.
Oh. Okay, I think we're done.
All right, let me double check this bad boy now.
Should I click finish?
So, yeah, hold on. Let me go back. Hold a second, hold on. Okay, now go in there and hit finish.
Okay.
Hit it.
It's asking me to set up a password. Or
Okay.
save a copy of document.
Yeah, that would be nice to save a copy of it.
Country, regions, United States.
Maybe avoid the United Kingdom as well.
That's the top.
Yeah, you're good there. It shows that you got that done. Perfect. Yeah, you're solid on my end, my guys.
Save.
Shows that you guys are all got that completed, so we're solid there.
Yeah, we got that completed.
Cool. So now I got your guys' picture. So I'm gonna send this over all of your guys' notes to the onboarding specialist. And again, you guys will get a text. You guys will get a text message from an operations specialist. They'll give you guys course access, opportunity to set up your game planning call. I'm gonna put in both emails on there, but I'll just kind of say that we've set everything up through Brett's email, so you guys can kind of figure out once you guys get the email. I'm sure you guys are gonna be working together tomorrow, so you'll be able to kind of coordinate what works best for you guys. But you'll also get an onboarding packet as well with a ton of information. The point is, the main thing to focus on is course access, book your game planning call, and get going. Cool?
Cool.
All right, man. 7-figure 21-year-olds, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, Jeremy.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Dude, I'm super excited for you guys. You guys are gonna crush it.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
If you guys have any questions, shoot me a text. But then as of tomorrow, you guys will have like a legit coach, man. You guys will be rocking and rolling.
Cool. Thanks so much.
All right, guys, have a good night.
That's
Nice
awesome.
talking out.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Later,
Thank
guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.